Awesome. Alrighty. What is up, everyone? It is December 7th, Thursday, and we're going to go over the markets here real quick, looking at the news starting off over here. The biggest news we had was the unemployment claims dropped by 1,000, so pretty much even. That was the major news of today. Really hasn't moved the market. And well, it's been up and down a little bit. Nasdaq has been the biggest winner for it, as you can see over here, but the rest of the markets are just moved a little bit for it. Going over to NBC right here, see if there's any news popping up over here. We'll check out Google a little bit later to see what that chart's looking like. We'll look at IBM since they're at the top of it, and Biden administers power to seize drug patents and move to slash high prices. Oh, that's cool. So we'll just look at Google, IBM, then going over to the street. We'll look at Ford real quick. Let's see what GameStop's doing, AMD, and those seem to be the major headlines right now for the markets. But going over here for the futures markets, the main ones we trade, the main one I trade, start off with S&P 500 over here. You can see right here, this is an expanding triangle trade. 1, 2, 3, 4 down here, and price broke out over here at 5:15 in the morning. They went up there and hit that target, so easy trade right there. Fortunately wasn't in it though. A good little, at least 8, close to 9-point gain right there for that one. We can see we're still looking at a retracement trade down here, a retracement trade up there. For it. So right now it's kind of like the middle of no man's land. If we look at the previous days extension levels, we can see it never hit the 1.146, and then we have this one up here. So if price does keep on rising up here, we should expect to see within this area a little bit of resistance when we get to the retracement area for it. Normally, I'll show you what happened with the Russell 2000 yesterday, because that one was an interesting retracement trade. But yeah, that's the big one right now. We're waiting for it. It's kind of in the middle of no man's land right now. But we do have potential. There's another expanding. We need it to turn. Well, I guess either green will work, since there are 3 greens and oranges, 1, 2, 3. And the potential one we would have would be, so that looks like, yeah, that wouldn't be any good at all. So that turns green. That trade's already done since the bottom yellow line already got hit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, nope. We have one here. Let's see what this looks like right here. We do have an expanded trade using this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we already got hit this morning. So here was a short right here. That's where the entry would have been right there. See, prices came down, didn't hit it, went up some more, and then yesterday went up went down, and finally closed it out right there for it. So that's what you do. So what I've been looking for is seeing to get in at a better spot for it. Do you get in better at if you wait for a 50% retracement trade from where the original move is? Let me just move this out of the way, clean it up a little bit, move it out of the way as well. So here is the original entry right there for it, right there. So do you wait to get back to the 50 for that to be hit? If so, let's see here, you would have gotten in right here. So yeah, a little bit better. Or do you wait for the 50% trade from where the entry candle is? And if you'd waited for that, you got in really good right there. So it's just one thing I'm looking at right there for that. But that one is done for it, and yeah, so we're just waiting to see what's going to happen for SP 500. You see over here on the right-hand side, I have the next quarter's charts loaded onto it, because next week on I believe the 15th it's the rollover day for the contract. So either end of this week, another day or so, or beginning of next week, I'll switch over to the March contracts for it. Going here for the Russell, so we're starting on potentially what we're looking for right here. We have potential short here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We need a green to form up here. Once it forms and this closes below there, we'll look to short it down over there for that one. So that hasn't happened yet. We do have a potential long as well using these 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just waiting for price to close above this one over here. When it does, we look for the price to go on up over there. And then yesterday when I signed off, it was in the retracement trade, and that one was a pain in the butt, but it did come back and work, because what happened was, instead of getting any type of support and going up there and hit this, it just blew all the way through it here, close to the end of the day at 2 p.m. I was expecting some retracement come up there. You can see there had been a lot of contracts getting utilized down in here, but it didn't. Of course, it just blew down through it. So before the day ended, it had to close out of it. So it didn't carry the contracts over. So got back in, and you see right here when the market opened, 51.8. What did I get out? 56. So got in slightly better when open, and then just went to bed. When I woke up, I was looking at the markets, prices all the way like down over here, and I was like, oh great, this stinks. But came up and wouldn't hit it right there, right above the 61.8 at 1864 or 18. Actually got me in really good. Oh, sorry, 1861.8. So right there, slightly above the 61.8, and yeah, so made it all up, made a good profit for it, or a little bit of profit for that scalp and trade setup. So that one is done. Normally it doesn't go like that, but that one just is strictly, that's a huge pain in the butt trade right there. If we look at using the, we can see it came down to the 1.414 levels for this one. So that is another one that I'm looking for from this movement as well. Is if it does price just crater all the way down for it to get you all those trades, and get in another contract down over here and leave it right over there. Because if I had done that, if I had that set up, that would have been a really nice about 12.7 points for it. So something else for me to consider. Now moving forward for it, yeah, I think we just covered all those that we were 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be the next one, potential short down there. And then we have this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one for the potential long for it. If this turns red down here, then we'll have a 1, 2, 3, a really big one to the upside up here for it. See that right there? That'll be a nice one as well. So a lot going on. We do have some good longer term setups forming here in the Russell 2000. Going over here for the Dow Jones right here. This is a trade I'm in currently right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. So when price came in, so that was set up. So I was waiting for price close above it right there. So that was when to get in. Here's how I got into it. This is, let's see here. I just wrote it up to right there. There's the 50%. And so I got in just slightly better for it right there. But if you take it at where the breakout is, look how much better it would have been. See, that's the one thing I'm looking at. I consider this one to be the, well, either one would have been the breakout bar. I guess we can even consider. That one did technically close above it. So I'll move it back down. So if you had it, so that's what I'm looking at, having it, oops, that's not right. That's right there. So there's the low. There's the breakout bar. If I had my entry right on the 50, look at that. It's perfectly hit right there. So that's an even better way of looking to go at it. Obviously you'd miss, or I missed some of when it's enough to take off and then come back to it. But the times that it gets you in a much better price to it, that would have been an extra about 40 ticks better for it. So right now we're just waiting on it. Price just rolling around in here for it. The exit is up here at the yellow line right up there. If price does crater, I put the 1.4 in level going down the other way. And how you get that is you take for the largest move for the expanding triangle, which is 0.34. And there's the 1.4 and 4 level. So I'm a buy level, just tick or two above it. So if price does crater down there, I will get in down here on it as well, and look to take it up to probably about, yeah, it was going to be slightly below that one right there for a good size gain for it. Then, so yeah, that's the main one looking here for the Dow Jones. Let's see here, 1, 2, 3. And if this one turns red right here, this will create a long-term upside, not long-term, but longer-term long trade for it. See, here's points, red 0.2, red 0.3, and the potential red 0.4 right here. You see the price is bouncing off the median line for it. So if this turns red down here, there you have the 1, here you have the 2, here you have the high 3, here you have the low 4, close above it. We're looking at a long trade up over here. So kind of like the SP 500, the Russell, or kind of like the SP 500, the Dow Jones has potential upside trades as well. Well, I guess so does the Russell as well for it. So all the markets are pointing for some good long trades here going into the end of the week and then potentially going into next week. Going over to oil. Let's see this one. Yeah, so I said need to turn orange. It did turn orange. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. So price closed above it right there. This hadn't turned orange yet at the time, so I was looking at that. It was still on the green. I'm not sure when it turned orange, but sometime it did. And so anyway, so this was the bar to go long on, and wasn't that much you gained, 27 ticks for it, but it is said and done. So that one is done. So oil's not a whole lot is going on today in oil. You know, we had a decent sized drop here yesterday. Yeah, actually a big drop there yesterday. It's a huge drop. Yeah, 4.86% in oil. So yeah, today it's not doing anything. You see, oil is just in a straight trend channel down. That's all it is right now. Take the lower side of it and take it somewhere like that. Take the upper channel right there. You see price is just straight in a downward channel right there. So what we look for is price to recover some, start waffling around in this area, and start breaking this channel right here. And that's how we know the consolidation will be happening. And then we'll look for either a move. So we got the sideways move that we'll be looking for. And then from there, we'll be looking for more than likely move up, but it could be either a move up for it or from there, a move down. It's just, that's the way the markets work. It goes from either a move down or up. So here we have move down to a basing or consolidation pattern, and then from there either move up or a move down. So currently it's in downward trend for it. So the next trend we'll look for it is just consolidation area, and then from there either moving up from that consolidation area or moving down from that consolidation area. Because just because it comes from a downtrend into consolidation doesn't mean it's going to pop up into an uptrend for that market, for any market really. But that's where we are now with it. And there really isn't. And there's a potential one over here. Here is 1, 2, 3. Here's the fourth one, potential fourth whenever that thing gets filled up. And so we need a green one to form. When it does, and the price closes above it, wherever that ends up. Take a long there. We had a short one here earlier using this one. No, we didn't actually, because that's not a lower one. So never mind. 1, 2, 3. Or is that a lower? Let's see here. 69.57, 69. It's double bottom, so it's not. So we don't have anything here in oil. We did have a 1, 2, 3. Here is the one, actually. It is the just a triangle trade, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's points 2, 3, 4. So here's price closed. Oh, this may look good to go long actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So price closed above it right here. That was the entry to go long. It's just walked around ever since. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go long actually right now with it. Right there, something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go long with it. And I didn't realize that was a good trade opportunity right there. If price comes down, hits a lower level down over here, then we'll move the exit to below the entry port. It's probably around, we'll just say around $70-ish, 70.10, probably 70, I don't know, 70 would be just fine. That'd be a little bit more than I like, but since I'm already 50, that'd be a good $53 gain for it, so that'd be fine. If, let's see here what it looks like here. Yeah, it's pretty close to where the kind of optimal entry is for it, where you had the breakout right there. And that may be one thing that I look at, is having a breakout and just scalp it and then just wait for price come back to the 50%. So I can see it bounced off the 50 really nicely. Went back from where the breakout bar was right there. There's the low, there's the breakout bar right there that closed above it, and then came down here off the 50. So that is interesting. Maybe where the breakout bar is, just take it up to the 1.146 level. Then there's that one. That one hit again the 1.146, or retrace back down over here. So that's currently where we are with oil right now for it. So if oil does come back down here and hit this green line, which, you know, probably looking like it's going to, rather than going up there and hitting this spot first, we'll just move the exit to about right there. That'd be a good one for it right there. And we'll just leave it right there. We won't move it. The Nasdaq, we got a couple potential things. Let's delete this one right here first to make it a little easier. So right here, this is the long setup that we have for it, using the expanding 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And when let's see what if we use the ideal entry point. So there's the close. If look at that, came back right down to the 50 and to 61.8. So that would have been an ideal entry. If you get in right there, yeah, look, man, it's really interesting. So you can probably like just scalp it. So when it's, here's where it closed. That's the entry, and then that's just the 1.14 from the low right there to the entry bar. So that would have been easy to get in right there. Take it up to there, 58 points in Nasdaq, easy. And then for the longer term one, just get down there on the 50 right there. Oh, that was a retracement trade. I'll show you all that here in a second. Get down to 50 and then just take it up, and that's what it's doing right now for it. So when it hits the yellow line up here, that's going to signify that this trade is done right here. I'll show you real quick two other ones. Here was the retracement trade that I took at the end of yesterday. This one was an easy one. See here, right off the 50, right up here to 38 in pretty much the next candle. So got out of there right before the day closed. So real nice, easy scalp for that one. Then, yeah, so I have needs to turn red. So what that would create would be a triangle trade, because there you have the 1.1 high, 0.2 low, 0.3 lower high, and then the 0.4 higher low. So probably when this price surpasses this right here, that will turn red. Now when that happens, we put the inside pitchfork one on right here, and then right there, oops, right there. So price closes above it, and this one is red. You can go long right here with the target up here to the green right there. Yeah, to the green right up there. Let's see what's oil doing. Yeah, so it's looking like it's going down there and hit that. So no big deal. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, this guy's popping off now. All right, that's nice. So I need to put in a note for myself to remember that. So in the entry bar, final prices, take the 50% retracement That to 2.4 inventory. And stop from entry 1, 2, 6 level using 0.4 and entry 4. Right. So it's not higher than it yet right here. So when it gets higher than it right there, it's probably when this one will turn red, and then that'll signify that this trade is good to go, and price then should pop off a little bit, hit that target right up there to get that long trade set up for it. You see on the MFI, it is in overbought territory right there. So doesn't mean necessarily a pullback is happening immediately. It's just something to be aware of. That's how I use that indicator to show that it's something to be aware of, because it doesn't tell you exactly when it's going to happen. 1 hour is completely overbought, so signaling it's probably will be another pullback. And you can see here on the 1 hour chart, using intraday trading, typically when the price in the 1 hour chart does go, if it goes down below the black line right there, it means it's oversold, so look for a pop up. If it goes above it, it means it's overbought, so look for a pop down. You can see it is fairly accurate as far as you do expect eventually a pop up to happen. It doesn't happen exactly when it goes down into it, because like look right here, it goes down into it. Still have to wait to hold another bar, big loss before it finally pops back up. Here you have it going up right here. See, look at this right here. And then it looks like it's going to start retracing, but then look, nope, just kidding, back up into there. And then we finally get that retracing. But look what happens. Price goes about right here below the black bar down there. And then it still takes a while before it finally pops back up. And now it's above it. It's been above it right there. And price still hasn't retraced back down. So it's just a good barometer of something to look for. All right, see some stocks we want to look for. Look at Google and IBM. Start the weekly chart. Something I was looking at a while back. Let's see here. Is this one higher than that? Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do have a expanding triangle trade set up right here. That one's already set and done. Closed above it. And then hit that. So that one's done. And then could these be retracement trade setups? Nope. And nope. So nothing going on here. Let's see here. That was expanding. Let's see. That looks like that's obviously already been set and done. Closed above it. Hit it real nicely there. And then we do have a potential, we will have a potential short trade right here. 1, 2, and then whenever a green one forms and it closes below, we'll look for a short down here for Google. Let's look at daily. Let's turn that off. Go to the daily 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Expanding. Hello? Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, no, I mean, I'll go there today. Are you, Do what? Okay, yeah, I can swim up there for a little while. All right. All right. See you, bye. All right. Well, I got to run now. So, anyway, good luck out there. See y'all later. Bye.